Histogram Viewer. All right, plot first. Let's see. The something, large number of perceiving devices arranged into an array could be pointed towards something and collapse its wave function, thus making it real. So now he's trying to grab something from like an alternate universe or a parallel dimension or another realm or something and pull it in. Uh-oh. They said that he died, right? Not that he just disappeared. Okay, so read a value from in. Draw a line that many units long to the right of the previous line drawn. Wait, so that's how tall this is, right? So 8 is this tall or yeah, okay, so 8, and then we have 3 10s and then a 13, 15, 13. Okay, so this is where we want to go. Okay. Also, time to move Zilby again. Maybe he's hanging out with the Temple OS guy. Yeah, he brought the Temple OS guy over, or he brought I don't know. Clearly there's something weird happening with this. It is an interesting way of delivering plot in this type of puzzle game, and I'm kind of happy with it. Kind of like it. Okay, so we know how high this is, right? We know that this is 22 high. So what I want to do is I want to start with 22. Did the audio go bye-bye again? Did it? My mic is still on. The music is still on. No, I think it's still good. Yeah, it's good for Albert. Okay, so we know, okay, so for this first one, we take 22 and we subtract 22 from 8, and that gives us what, 16? Your uncle literally destroyed parts of the computer to keep notes. I know, and then what's more crazy is that even after discovering what this was, he continued to destroy parts of the computer to keep notes, even after that, which is like, okay, I understand like maybe the first parts of the puzzles he's doing that. Now there's no excuse. There is no excuse. So maybe better explanations of like why Uncle seemed to be both good, like he was building this, or did he just destroy everything and we have to fix it all because he broke it? It gives me the same vibes as like Stardew Valley, where you realize that your grandfather never did anything with the farm, like at all. Clearly he didn't try. I was like, oh, okay. Okay, so let's see. All we're doing, okay, so this is the input is pretty simple. We just take in something. So up somewhere, and this is going to be the height. This is going to be the height after H from bottom. H from bot. Okay. So we know we have 22 as our height. I want to take 22. We subtract 22 from 8. So what if I do something like this? You always send move 22 right. So this is, we have a constant. This is just our height. Or we want to figure out what our start is. Okay. We're going to get the starting Y. Get start Y. Okay, so if we move right to ACC and we save it, so now we have 8 in here. So we're gonna move up left. That gives us, okay, so we save that. Now I want to take 22. You have one job. Oh, cool. What's my new job, boss? You send 22 for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's kind of it, right? I want to, oh, we can just, okay, so we subtract 22 from it, and then we reverse the sign. That's pretty much all we have to do. So we move right to ACC. We save that. We move 22 to ACC. No, wait, this is gonna be simple. We move right to ACC, we save it. We sub 22. I'm gonna look at the docs again. There's a, I know you can't see it. There's a sign to like change it to be positive. What was that? That is neg. So we just neg it. So then we neg it to make sure. Oh, well, oh, we do need a jump for this, don't we? Because it becomes a negative if it's positive. I don't want to do that. Okay, so I want to, if it's less than 0, it's negative. So I just want to negate it. Okay, so then, okay, so move right to ACC. I don't need to save it. We're just going to sub 22. If it's negative, make it positive. Otherwise, you're already positive, and then we'll just return it. So then we move ACC back to you. So this is just one way to find the correct start. Then we're going to jump, return. You go to return automatically, and then you go back up to start. Okay. All right, so we move up and to the left to get the true start. So then move left. Let's just move this down. So now we have our starting position right here. And we know how high this is. It's 22, right? Did I do this backwards? Math is hard, right? So 22 minus 8 is 12. Is that right? No, 22 minus 8. 22 minus 8. 2 becomes 20, and then 6, 4. So what? 14? 14. Oh. I've given it... okay, so starting at 14, and then I want to increase that until we get to 22. Okay. And then our x, okay, so we want just our x to just increment. So we start with 0, and then that just increments, so we move left. So what if we do something like this? We move ACC left. You start with 0, right? We add 1, and that's it. So this is our x coming in. So for you, we're going to move. Oh, but no, I don't want to do that. I can't do that because the x needs to stay the same. And then we need to do the y the entire time. Oh, but okay, so that's fun. So you can't just do this. I need to keep the x there. So we need the start here over and over again. So we're gonna move up, right, move up, right, move up, right, left, right, move left, down. Maybe I should do. In my mind, I feel x comes from the left and y comes from the right. So I'm actually gonna flip this logic around. Okay, so if I get where you are, I want to return, we're gonna start with 0. So we already have that in backup, right? So I want to probably save what we have. So move up to ACC. And then I want to move the 0 to the right as long as, okay, so we're gonna move. So then we're gonna have our send. So we're gonna move, we're gonna swap, move ACC right. So that's our X. We then want to swap again, sub 1. And then if we are greater than 0, jump to send. Otherwise, back to start. And then we're on to the next line. So, okay, so there's our X. So we're going to move left, down. Then we need our Y. So let's see. Rugmat, 5 stream streak. Yes, thank you. Awesome. Now you are, let's see, okay, so move up to down. I want to move, okay, so this is our Y, okay, so again, it's our Y starting position. I kind of want to move this to ACC, and then we're going to move ACC down, and then move ACC right. So now we have the same ACC here. So this is going to be our starting Y, so like right, we have 14, right? So we start with 14. Also, this doesn't make any sense. I'm subbing 1. I'm moving you right. I'm not adding 1. I move up ACC, but I also need to swap, add, save. And then I can move up, right? Okay, so that should now be our X is actually, no, add 1, and then save. I think that's now our x. Okay, the y. I want you to start with, we get you in here, and then I want our y to increment until we hit 22. And we're at 14 right now. So I just want to return that one. Ing Battery, hello. How are you doing today? The game is progressing. We're on our final, where are we on the final line? I think we're on the second to last line. It's definitely gotten more open, and we're in the graphics part of it. Okay, so if we have 8, that means we have 14. I want to increment this while it's below 22. So I want to, we take what we have left, so move left to ACC, and we save it, so it's exactly the same thing again. Oh, you know what? I don't have to store it because I have you here. I can just take move left to ACC. We could just move you right. No, that will actually be hard because like I do want it to change. Move left to ACC, save it. So now we have 14 here and 14 here. I want to go into our loop. If we want to move what we have down, so move ACC down. We want to add 1 to our ACC. I want to swap. I want to sub 1. I want to jump. If we're greater than 0, we go back to loop and we do this all over again. And if we're not greater than 0, we start this again. So we're going to move our X down. We're going to move our up down. We're going to move our 3 down. And then we're going to move -1 down. And then do that over and over again. Well, that was not exactly right. And then we got into a deadlock. We didn't start 0, did we? Oh, because I added 1 here and I don't want to add 1 at the beginning, do I? Oh, geez. I guess, okay, so if we go back to send, if we come back down to here, I want to probably swap, add 1, save. Okay, so that's closer. But we're not, that's not the right sizes here. Okay, so what's going on with this? We're getting our first, okay, so we do get 14 down, so we knew that's what we wanted. So our 14 comes into here for a height. Okay, so we do a 0 out. That is our X. We do a 14 down. That is our Y. Now I'm adding 1 here. So that should be 15 now, right? So 15. Oh, but it's going to be 13. I am adding one. It was, oh wait, no, it's 14, then 15, and then that goes down. I sub down. Oh. Okay, so we have 14 as our height. We add one, that becomes 15. So that's the next Y I want to put down. I swap that. We sub one. Okay, that makes sense. Go back to loop, move. Oh, I need to swap another time here. My math is wrong. Is it not 22? Is it 18? It might be 18. Okay, that looks a lot closer to this. All right, great. You're trying, okay, so we got deadlock on move left down. All right, so how many times? Okay, so you're just running up HCC, so we just go down right, down right, down right. So for each one, we're sending the start Y of where we're going over and over and over again. You are... Oh, I think I have to figure out how many, oh, where do I want to put the next loop? Okay, this is going down until eventually we hit the end of the first line. Okay, so then we want to get the second X. Now you're trying to move one over? So we have swap. We have 0 and 1. Okay, so we want 1 to now be there. We sub 1. Okay, so that becomes 0. We swap. We add 1. That becomes 1. We save it, so we 1 in both them. We swap. Save. Move 1. Move up to ACC. Okay. Swap. Move this right, so that should become a 1. This is now going to move left down. Okay, so that moves down. So that's going to be this next line is attempting to go. Up, down. I didn't see what that value was. 3 down. And we're done. But that didn't get printed out, so I'm thinking that that was the wrong value. $19. I'm trying to send 19 down. Oh, except you haven't done the next one yet. So that was the last. Oh, it's 20. It's off the bottom. I'm sending it down here. I need to reset the Y properly. So that's not happening. So it's almost like add 1 sub 1. Okay, so hold on. This is just staying in here the entire time. Oh, our ACC. Okay, so we have the okay, so we're 18. That's the last one, and our backup is still 2. That's wrong. So we move left to ACC, and we save you. So that starts at 14. Wait, why did that start at 10? Wait, shouldn't this 8? I thought we calculated this was 14. Oh, right. No. We got it wrong. It starts at 8. So 8 minus 8 is 10. Okay. 8 minus, yeah. So, okay, never mind. My math was wrong. So 10, we start with 10. So 10 comes into here. We save that. We move ACC down. So that's where we're starting. It's a 10. We add ones, that becomes 11. We swap. We sub ones, that becomes 9. And then I don't want to do this swap again. If you're greater than 0 loop, and then we do the swap up here. Hey, oh. Well, close. I mean, it looks pretty. Okay, not bad. Our problem is that it just goes into the end based upon where it starts. So I want it to continue going until the y is greater than 18. That's what I want it to do. So our logic here, I don't actually have to care about looping through X number of times. I just need to check to see, okay, are you greater than 18 or not? We can do that over here. We can just send it to the right, and then this can return back a 1 or a 0 to see if it's 18. Okay, so let's move left to ACC. So this is our starting position. We move into ACC, and we save that so we keep it. So this loop needs to be rewritten. So we need to say if you're good. Okay, so let's just say we move ACC down. So whatever that is, and I want to add 1. Now I want to check to see, are you greater than 22? So we can save it so I don't lose it. We can sub 22. No, sub 18. If your jump greater than 0, go back to loop. Otherwise, we're done. Go back to start. And then, so therefore, the first thing here we saved, we want to swap. Okay, are you better? No, you're very unhappy now. Oh, the first one. Okay, so wait, I got this backwards. If you're less than 0, loop. Oh no, okay, so that logic didn't work. It worked for just the first one, but not for the next one. So what's our problem? So we went through all of you. You're trying to send up, down, but you're trying to get left. I wonder if I should switch these. I don't think that's gonna affect it, but we can try it. Oh, interesting. It added a couple more up here. Does not, that's the opposite of what I wanted. Okay, so I move left to ACC. So that's our starting position. And then we save it. So we have both the start and that end. I want to, in our loop, we swap so whatever when backup is in there. So that's 10 to begin with. We move that 10 down, and then we add 1 to it and we save it so it's in backup. And then I want to also take sub 18, which is our total, and check to see if we're greater than 0, loop, go back to loop. If we're, I thought it was less than 0. Maybe it's greater than 0. Loop, and then we swap and then do the same thing over again. And then if I do that, you're upset because deadlock. Move up, down, move left, move this down, move this right, move this down. Oh, that's not fun. I don't think I want to do like an any down. That doesn't make any sense to me. I want to make sure I get like the X and Y. So this is waiting for Y. You're waiting for the next. Oh, do I have to loop these the number of times too? Wait, why are you back here? You shouldn't be back here at all. So it's less than 0 loop. Okay. So that works for the first one. And now deadlock again. Move up, down, move left. So we got through the first one here. So we got to the 18. Do I want this to be equal to 0? No. No, I definitely want this to be less than 0. Loop. Okay, so we got down to the 8, so we got 18 on that one. We need a reset, which means I need a new Y. So I'm asking, hey, give me a new Y. You're trying to say, hey, I want to give a new X out to here. So my X now is wrong. No, I need to keep on giving the same number height times. So I move up to ACC. Okay, so we're going to update the ACC, and then I need to save that. And then I need to, then we need to go into our loop. We need to swap, move this down, move this right for our current X and Y positions. And then we're going to add 1, save, sub 18, JLZ, loop. This is off. I need this to be no. I want this to always send. Wait a second. I feel like this is the key, and I'm not doing this right. So I'm sending. Okay, I'm calculating down for the Y, and then I want to increase. I want to get the next one. So then we say, okay, give me the next one now. This one I want to calculate. Send the X this number of times. So I want to do this thing for the one X, and we stay there. I think I want to do this down here and make it more simple. So we're going to move up to ACC. But I don't want to save. We start with 0, right? I don't want to save. We're going to swap, move the ACC right. We're going to add 1, save, sub 18. Oh, but that's the problem now, is I need to store multiple of these. It's like similar to this, but not exactly. We need to move up to ACC, and then we're going to subtract. Okay, so then we're going to subtract 1 from it. No, we're going to add 1 to it. Oh, this is going to be weird. So I want to, okay, so move up to ACC. We're going to swap, move ACC right. We're going to add 1. We're going to swap. We're going to add 1. We're going to sub 18. If we're less than 0, loop. Otherwise, no, this is wrong. Swap, move it. I don't want the X to go up. So I did that blindly, without thinking. I want to, okay, so we move up to ACC, and we have our backup is the X. So loop. I want to swap, move ACC right. I don't want to add 1. We're good to go. So then we want to swap again. We want to add 1. I don't want to save. How do I not lose? Oh no, how do I not lose the 2? I subtract 1. I then sub 1. If we are greater than 0, continue the loop. Otherwise, we're now less than 0. Now, so we're constantly moving this right. So if we're less than 0, I now want to swap, add 1, and we can just go ahead and save that so it's in a backup. That is trying to move 1 to the right, but I'm done. Do I want to... Our backup is now 1. Am I off by 1 for this? I wonder if I want to do the other way around. I sub 1 and then I just jump to loop. And then we have an end here. And then here, before we swap again, I want to check if you're equal to 0, go to end. Okay, so you're 1. So I wonder if I want to... Okay, so 10 goes down. We swap you. Sub 1, so that's 9. I feel like I'm off by 1. It's like I almost want to move up to account. Oh, I can't sub 1. Okay, so now the X went over correctly, but my Y is not right. And by a pretty significant amount. It's like almost opposite. It's below by 3 instead of up by 3. Okay, so we're now getting the next one in. So that's 11. Oh, wait, that calculation is wrong. If this is 18 and this is 10, shouldn't that be 8? So that's why it's starting down there. Okay. Now, this might be right, might be wrong. Do I want to return sub 17 for this? That doesn't seem right. No, that's definitely not right. Okay, so why am I starting? Oh, it's the documentation had a breakpoint thing. We can take a look at that. Where was that? That was... I can do, oh, I just put a exclamation point at the beginning of a line. Okay, so if I want to do an exclamation point, here. So we start with 10, and that one makes sense, right? Then we're going through. We go to the very end until we're sending 18 down. Okay. Now we come back to here again, and I want to get the next thing, so the next number that we're getting, so it's 10. So that should be 8. But wait, I got 11. Now this has a bug in it. Okay. So this is properly sending 8 down. We get 11 here. Well, that's not great. So you move up to ACC. So this is always going to be the Y start. We save that. We swap. We move ACC down. We move ACC right. We add 1. So hold on. What are you? Okay, so that's 10 the first time. And then we have 11. No, that's sent too many times. So, okay, the first time is 10, and that makes sense. That's supposed to be right down here. And then the second time, it's supposed to be 8. And it's hitting this again. Before we get here. Andrew, you were deemed pet the cat. Yeah, we can pet Zilby. Zilby, you want a pets? Oh, do you want? Hold on, do you want? He decided to go onto my chair, so now you get. Okay, well, now we don't have any pet cam on. Okay, you come back here. Here, you can hang out next to the fire. Fire? No, heater. You'll enjoy that, and we get standing mode. Wait, is that really loud as I'm moving the table up? If so, next time I'll try to remute it beforehand. But okay, let's do. Oh, I need to put the mat out. Not too loud? Okay, good. And that is Zilby being pet. But we sacrificed Zilbicam for the pet. Or rather, I did because I got up to pet him, and he took that opportunity to take my chair. All right. But he's the boss around here, so he gets what he wants. Okay, so what were we doing? We were figuring out... okay, so yeah, I'm curious about this. When we get to this loop, the first time we have... 11. Okay, so wait, this is after we moved AC down and right. So this is after the start has happened, and then we added 1, and then we subbed, then we saved and subbed 18. Oh, I lost it. I lost it as soon as I do the save. I need to keep the original and then keep on feeding this in this number of times. So when I go back into loop, maybe I do like an again here. And all again does is add 18 back. And then in here, we're just going to go jump to loop. And then this loops to again. And then because of that, I don't need to save. Okay, so I need to rethink our logic here. I'm pretty sure that this is correct. We're getting whatever we're moving this down, I think is fairly correct. So this is I was hoping that would show us what that was. Okay, that was 10 down for the first one. So 10 minus, okay, so 10 is correct. And then the next one should be 8. Okay, that's correct. Next one would be 8 again. Okay, so I think this is correct, and we're good to go there. Now you. So I think our logic here is like close, but not exactly right. So I want to repeat these. I think the other two loops are already handling and getting to the bottom of the row. 2 could just be nice down right. Yeah, let's try that. We could just try a move up AC, move up right, move up down. Let's try that. No, it doesn't work. You're trying to go up to AC. I'm not moving this up in the loop. ACC not up twice. Oh, you're right. You're right. I did that wrong. Oops. ACC. ACC. Oh, weird. Okay, that one's weird. Okay, so what happened there? Our X didn't switch over correctly. And it did eventually, but it didn't do it right away. So it like the first row is fine until it goes again. This one actually started, okay, so it looks like the Y was correct. but then the X never went over. Yes, there's my off by 1. So move up to ACC. We subtract, okay, so let's not subtract 1 right away. Okay, so move up to ACC. Then we have our loop. If we are equal to 0, end. Swap, add 1, save. Back up to here, move up to ACC. So JZ, okay, so end. We are not equal to 0. So we go through, we swap, move that right to 0, swap, sub 1, jump to loop. Are equal to 0? No. So we know that the first one works. Nope, wait a second. Okay, so we have 2 on here. So we're going through this 2 more times. No, but we're, okay, so we're off by 1 here. Okay, so I want to not check the JAZ here. We're going to move account right. Swap, sub 1, JEZ, end. Otherwise, jump back to the loop. Okay, so swap, sub 1, okay, so sub 1, that's going to be 9, end. So we're going to go jump to the loop. And so we swap again, send 0, sub 1 to 8. So I don't need quite as many breakpoints. Okay, so go get 9. Okay, so we should have 1 more, and we're off by 2 on this now. So now, oh, okay, so that's not it. Okay, so I could see why I was doing like sub 1 here. I don't want to do like sub 2, right? I don't think that makes any sense, but maybe it does. Okay, so that moves over the X right. The Y is incorrect now. That needs to go all the way down to the end, which it's currently not. So we move left to our ACC. So now we have, like, let's say for this next one, we have 8. So we start with 8. We save that. I want to swap it. So we have the backup becomes ACC. We move that down. I add 1. I save it. I then want to sub 18. If you're less than 0, go back to the loop. What do we have here? So, okay, so we have 11. So that's where we're starting here. And so that's going up to 18, okay. And now we start with 10. Or backup is now -4. Move ACC down. So that's going to be 14 goes down. We add 1. Oh, I'm deadlocked. So we move left to ACC. I kind of want to. Okay, so we have 10 as our first one in there. Which we know, that's correct. So 10 goes in, we start, we swap it, okay, but they're the same, at least this time around. We add 1 and we save it. So now we're going to subtract 18. That's going to be -7. And then we're going to check to see if you're less than 7, you're less than 0 loop. Okay, so that's going to be correct. So then you're less than 7. We're going to swap, so the 11 comes down. And because we're saving, okay, so then it becomes 12. So then this will go up to 18. And then the next one is going to be 8 coming in. So 8 comes in. And now I want to do the same thing. Minus 8 minus 18 is going to be -10. Oh, because I add 1 first. So I might have a off by 1 here too. So -1, -9. So continue on. This is going to be -8. Oh, so I think actually it was going to work, but we get into a deadlock here. That's our problem, is the deadlock. So the deadlock is happening. Maladzi, hello. How are you doing today? Our deadlock is happening when we need to move left down and you're trying to move up and you're trying to move right. So that's our problem. Now we're moving up to ACC here. Do you happen more often? This should be happening the same amount of time, right? Like you get that and then you get that. Move, okay, so you're trying to get the X. The X is, why are you restarting? You should be continuing to give me 1. Okay, so you're, no, so we're off by something over here, I feel. Do I need to calculate it by 18? And just like see, like just to like try to figure out what they're on? Okay, so we move up to our ACC. So that starts with, do I want to put breakpoints everywhere? I don't know if I want to. So we move up by ACC. That starts with 10 first. And we know the first one works all the way through. And so starting with the second one, things are a little bit weird, right? Oh, but no, it doesn't work because it doesn't end on time. Okay, so we move up, store into ACC, and I want, now I'm subbing it by 1 right away, and I don't know if I want to do that. I think there's something else going on. Oh, I probably want, okay, I think I'm doing this backwards. I want to add 18 to it. No, I want to add 1 to it. Okay, hold on. So move up to ACC. We loop. Okay, so we are going to swap whatever you, move that to the right, swap it again, and then I want to add 1. And then, okay, so we add 1 to it, and then I want to immediately add, now I want to sub 18. If you're less than 0, we loop. So we'll call this new loop. In which case I want to add 18 to reset you again, to undo that. Otherwise, we're gonna just move to the end. And then swap, add 1 for that. Okay, so if I do that, oh, immediately death. Okay, that's not right. All right, what did I do wrong? So we get, oh, I need to jump you. Okay, I need to actually start. And then we jump straight to loop from here. I only want to go to new loop from the loop. I think this is working. It's looking good. All right, I like it. I like it. Perfect. Okay, we'll go through it fast. Everything's looking good. Excellent. And now we're done with every row except the last one. Okay, so one more.